So, hier bin ich also. Ich hatte eigentlich erwartet, dass ich auf Dinge schießen muss. Ach, das kommt sicher noch. Sie müssen mich doch erwarten. Erwarten Sie mich? Haben die bemerkt, was passiert ist? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Wenn Sie versuchen, Shaun gegen mich zu benutzen. Sie haben all die Karten in der Hand. Hey, ich will hier durchgehen. Sie haben alle Karten in der Hand. Tja, ich glaube, das mache ich doch mal am besten. Ist das eine Falle? Okay. Na, das dürfte interessant werden. Erstmal nicht.
Hello.
Was? Hallo?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Hat er gesehen, was ich gerade gemacht habe? Wenn er ein Vater ist, dann versteht er vielleicht auch, warum ich hier bin. Gut. Ich werde erwartet.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Jetzt kommt's. Na, los, erzähl. Also ich interpretiere euer Verhalten als das Verhalten von Sklavenhaltern. Ja? Ihr erschafft Menschen und erkennt sie nicht als Menschen. Ihr behandelt sie wie Maschinen. Und damit missinterpretiert ihr, was denn wirklich ein Mensch ist. Ich bin mir all dieser Dinge nicht sicher, ich kenne euch zu wenig. Aber das, was ich von euch gesehen habe, das spricht Bände. Du bist der Junge, nicht wahr? Ja, sie werden dich gegen mich benutzen. Du bist eingesperrt. Jetzt ganz vorsichtig.
Shaun?
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun, I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Shaun, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Shaun, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Oh mein Gott. Erinnert sich nicht mehr an mich.
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Shaun, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sie sind anscheinend gut zu ihm.
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing.
Oh
The
mein
child's
Gott.
responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Okay, ich brech dir nicht dein Gesicht. Du hast mein Sohn. Ach, du hast ein Wesen. Ach, ich kann gar nichts sagen.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Shaun.
Wenn du ein Vater bist, dann hilf mir zu verstehen.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
Are you kidding me?
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy.
Ja.
You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
Das kann doch nicht mehr gewesen
That is the
sein.
reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Ja, es macht Sinn, das ist richtig.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine.
Ich glaube, ich verstehe.
So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate,
Dein
capable
Blut.
of anything.
Dein Blut war's.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course,
Ja.
but it had all become corrupted.
Corrupted.
In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth.
Ja.
I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics
Vater.
used to create every human-like synth you see today.
Oh mein Gott.
I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Und du warst hier die ganze
And
Zeit?
you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Ich verstehe Kellogg. Ich verstehe, was deiner Mutter passiert ist. Aber Verständnis macht es nicht besser.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Ich weiß, warum du es bist.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg wurde von euch aufgewertet. Er war viel älter, als er aussah. Deine Mutter wurde umgebracht, weil sie dich nicht hergeben wollte. Ich habe genug gehört.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here.
I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Ihr seid Sklavenhalter. Ich kann niemals dazu stehen. Aber was soll ich dir sagen? Ich hab dich gefunden.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Vielleicht verstehe ich irgendwas nicht. Ja.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Oh. Ich... Na? Alles in Ordnung? Ich weiß nicht, was ich tun soll. Und ich kann ja auch nicht alles mitnehmen. Ich kann nicht mal alles mitnehmen. Rumstehen bringt niemandem was. Also, lerne ich mal dieses Institut kennen. Ich denke, das, was ich machen muss, ist für Virgil sein Gegenmittel besorgen und rausfinden, warum mein Sohn glaubt, das Institut wäre ein guter Ort. Ich denke, ich habe schon verloren. Das synthetische Kind dort. Vielleicht braucht es auch einen Vater.
You call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this.
Welcome
after
to the
you've been
Institute, sir.
disassembled,
Report
we can use your
anything
components
suspicious
to
to
make
the
something that's
SRT.
actually useful. There's a lot of hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it.
Du zeigt es gerade Hybris. Idiot.
Greetings, sir.
Ein großer Ort unter dem Boden.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Ich denke, du wolltest mir sagen, leck mich doch am Arsch. Du Sau. Was wäre besser gewesen? Ich würde mich besser fühlen. Mache ich das, was ich die ganze Zeit gemacht habe? Gehe ich meinen Aufgaben nach? Ich soll sie kennenlernen? Gut. Lerne ich sie kennen. Was haben wir denn? Robotics. Gehen wir zu Robotics.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times. Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Oh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
Du interessierst dich für Psychologie?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Tja. Natürlich. Voll.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Shaun's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Tja, das, was ich über den Grund nicht finde, also über diesem Level hier, sind Sklavenhalter.
You're here. Glad you made it.